You're about to go on a deep, deep adventure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take it as it resonates. Some of you here who are already in a committed relationship, it's about this spark. It's about this oomph. Rekindling the flame. If you're here and you're single or you're in a situationship, there's been some hot and cold, possibly even a ghost. Complete drop off. It's an offer of commitment. You see, your heart chakra and your sacral chakra are being honored right now with this person. If you've been feeling overwhelmed or disoriented, Spirit wants you to know that I feel like recently you haven't felt that. For a while you were non-stop feeling disoriented, confused. I need you to understand, Spirit has shed away things for you that were taking away your focus. Spirit saw things behind closed doors that you didn't. You're a very pure intentioned person. And 2 things about you. It's very interesting. They want me to say 2 things about you people never forget is how good you smell, but also that you see through them. You can see through bullshit. You can see through lies, facades, but you don't even have to say anything, and that's a special kind of power. You're telepathic with people. Okay, we know what our reading's about. This is temptation to pick the path. What, guys? Less chosen. But it's the one that's meant for you. Because that's the whole point of this timeline, of this lifetime. It's to break domestication in all forms. Basically it means learning that you do things for yourself, not because you feel like you need to for another person. It's the shortest way of understanding that, and also the law of attraction. So, let's do this, y'all. Let's get this going. I have to say, I think this mask is one of my favorites. This one is bad ass. Red velvet skull. So you could have the skull aesthetic. They could have the skull aesthetic. The macabre look to you. What are you guys going to be for Halloween this year? Huh? Alright. Well, there's mutual feelings. Personal growth out the wahoo. Okay, there's a mutual back and forth. See, there's somebody watching you that for a long time now you've been done with. We're throwing away certain energies that no longer serve. We're not entertaining things that are cross-sided. There's a person that says, I don't want to lose any more time. I don't want to lose any more time. So this, for most of you, is somebody you've not been in contact with for a while. This is beautiful, though. Absolutely beautiful. Understand, you have a GPS, right? Okay, the GPS is the spirit guide that helps you make your left path, right path choices. You have a past loved one that is your GPS. And they need you to understand, they have steered people in and out of your life for you to receive what you needed from them and to move forward. Soulmates, they come and go just like karmics. There's a difference between a soul tie and a soulmate. Soulmates, you enter each other's lives and you solidify a lesson. You solidify a reason. Sometimes that's 7 minutes, sometimes that's 7 years. However it is, it looks like in these past 2 months, you've really been able to center focus on not only like romantic sense, but like platonic senses. Who's here for me? Who really sees me and who sees what they want to see? All different aspects. Spirit's so proud of you because you haven't reacted out of anger or frustration or saying why. You've been logical. You have not let your parasite get in your head and cloud the bigger picture on why all of this is happening. Because you're not caving. You're not caving to people anymore. You haven't caved for a long time, but you haven't been in a situation in a long time to show you truly how much personal growth you have had. When it comes to being in a big situation of a lot of people. So in the past 2 months, a lot of personal growth between you and another person. You both individually have been finding your identities even more. There's a reunion. Alright, let's see what we got. Wow. Wow. Yeah, you completely broke a cycle. You have no idea what leaps and bounds you just made. You are not somebody that seeks shortcuts. You are willing to do things the long and hard way if you have to. But you understand you don't have to always do something so long and so hard. You allow manifestation to work as a muscle, not overextending because you have to hold. You have to stay up. You have to stay ahead of the game. But if you push yourself too hard, you're going to burn out. So there's many aspects you have decided. I am no longer cycle repeating, and the lesson is solidified. Love is a big one, but also self-talk. Also committing to projects. You understand your worth. You understand how much you were telling yourself you were not as experienced as you truly are. You are now able to get on that train and start a whole other school year. I'm thinking of Hogwarts right now, okay? So somebody wants to see eye to eye to you as well. They see all the growth you've done. Now you're leveled. In fact, love is one of the last things on your mind. But it's still always there because it's, what? One of the biggest factors of this lifetime. And one of the biggest tools Spirit uses to teach us lessons. So you're this creative person. And I need you to understand. All those synchronicities, all these signs you have with people. When you feel it's like, oh, it's showing me that synchronization was tied to one specific person, and that's the person I'm supposed to be with because I saw their name, or etc., or yada yada. When you see those signs, synchronization was tied to one specific person, and that's the person I'm supposed to be with because I saw their name, or etc., or yada yada. When you see those signs, okay, when you see those signs and synchronizations adding up in more ways than one, they're always for you. They're always for you and letting you know you're on the correct path. Sometimes somebody in one fucking second is meant to be in your life, and the next fucking second is meant to leave, because even down to a sentence, whatever reason you needed to be in each other's life, it was solidified. You can feel that energy change. You don't rock the boat anymore. Somebody wants to leave, go. I told you my truth. God, I still wish the best for anybody that I care about. But if you're not serving my highest purpose, you're trying to make me chase. Bye. Spirit's saying, because you decided not to take a shortcut with a certain dynamic in your life that had nothing to do with romance, nothing to do with a specific person, it made a butterfly effect. connected to who your aligned one is, your divine, to also get on that train and say, you know what? Maybe we can sit next to each other. So, somebody's making a decision about you, about how they want to reveal a secret to you. Last thing they want to do is cycle repeat. But they also know they have to be open to the possibility of love. All these boxes, all these things are going great in their life, and they're going great in your life as well. And you're still in their head. In fact, the only time you even really, truly just instantly pop up in their head is when they have good news. They think about you all the time, but when they have good news, they think about how they want to tell you. See, this person, you at one point in your life were willing to go out into the battlefield for. Allow yourself to get cut, bruised, hit, to pick them up, throw them over your back, and run back to home base because you know, or at least at that point, you thought that person would do it for you. Your whole point of view has changed on that now. You do things for you. It's not because what that person would do for you or that person won't do for you. It's for you. So when you see synchronizations about a person's name or etc., they're stating that that person is doing something in your life. They're stating that they're picking up on your energy. That does not mean that they're supposed to be here forever. It means that there's still a purpose. So somebody's name disappeared from your life. Somebody's face disappeared from your life. And whoever this person is that wants to run to you is what I'm being told. And notice and feel precious about those small things, those small moments together. They're still trying to make a decision on how to do this, but they know it's you. You see, you've changed your whole perspective. It takes so much for a person to really show you that you're going to do this again. They're running out to the battlefield, pick yourself up, because now you can see. Now you can see, kind of like with flying colors from the beginning, is this fake authenticity? Or is this real? Is this person just really good at putting on an act? Or is this real? So, you're reflecting, you're moving forward. You're reflecting and you're moving forward. You don't have to do anything for this law of attraction to continue, except make decisions based off yourself and put yourself out into the world, and don't put yourself in a box, ever. When this person comes back into your life, it's going to build very slowly, and it's because you are choosing. This is going to go at your pace. There's a balance, give and take of everything. Not one person's in control, not one person's calling the shots, but this very much will be at your pace. They feel intimidated by all your growth. But more than anything, you've helped them move mountains. That's what I'm telling you. They're like, I was thinking too small. I was keeping myself in a box. I was keeping myself around these people who really weren't watching my back. So somebody recently, they could have binge shed a lot of friends, a work environment. Feels like they've been solidified somewhere for a long time now. They've broken a lot of self-illusion. This card keeps calling to me. Yeah. They're using their heart and their logical brain. Their right and left brain, both are pulling them to you. When you decided, I'm not going to stick around people who look for shortcuts. When you decided, I've gotten myself to this point with my own moral compass. And I see now the bigger picture on how I get my family. On how I hold this material, yes, but spiritual richness in my life. It's by never, ever letting somebody else come above me again. The only way you're going to be a provider is if you provide for yourself. The only way you're going to be a nurturer is if you nurture yourself. The only way you're going to be able to trust somebody else is if you trust yourself. The way people treat you is a direct reflection of how they feel about themselves. Don't get me wrong, there's times people are assholes. There are times when there's a totally different story. But if you truly have never given a reason to a person to treat you a certain way, or you talk and you try to communicate and it doesn't, and you're authentic and it doesn't go the best way, it is a reflection of that person within themselves and things that they are working on. So even though you're not in contact, feels like they could have been holding back these feelings since summertime. This summer, you will be in a whole new direction, a whole new state with this person. You're not setting expectations low anymore. You're not sitting and saying, I'm just going to do this and that's it. I'm just going to settle with this one job, with this one dynamic. This person's also view on life, on what they will and will not deal with, who and what type of person they will be with in their life has changed. Do I sense that this connection is healthy for you? Do I sense that this is a person that you could have fruition with? I do. We have left path, right path choices. It looks like this person, even though you had to go separate ways, there is more of a bigger picture here. You're ready to pour into each other's cups and have this new beginning. Okay, owls, eggs, ravens, and peacocks are big forward movement. If you've been feeling a little dense energy within you, you might even be called to do an egg cleanse. And in case you're not aware what the egg cleanse is, it's light work. Basically, it's a return to sender spell. Any negative energy that's been sent your way simply is returned to the sender. It's not sent anywhere else. It's directly to whoever sent it to you. And if you need some guidance on how to go about performing an egg cleanse, I actually do have a video on my YouTube. You can check that out. It's a playlist on the spiritual practices guidance. So, another thing this person really sees about you is that you've been honoring your crown chakra, taking good care of yourself. Wow. What else have we got with the oracle cards? They want to dance to the rhythm of your beat. Learn from you. Be guided by you. Your future together is being on planes. It is seeing this world. No matter where you go, your connection is guided and protected. And when you guys are together, this will actually multiply. You're not resisting change anymore, but you are being resilient. You are allowing what needs to go to go. But you're emotionally intelligent. You're spiritually aware and you're logical. So you can tell the difference between letting something go and staying. When this person comes back into your life very soon, the personal growth you're going to see in them, it's like almost their voice is going to be a different octave. The way they speak is different. The way the energy, everything about them is going to be different. Spirit needs you to know that this is almost, it's not even like this big waiting game. Okay, this is prime time. Before the holidays are done, take what resonates, but before these holidays are done, whatever holiday for you that is, you're going to be in contact. You're going to identify what your dynamic is going forward together. And you're going to be resilient. You are going to resist the need to believe that this is going to change. That you two are going to... It's hard to say that you won't one day just... Your connection will stop. You can't promise any connection to forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, no matter what, stay together, because we have left path, right path choices. But I see from the experience that you two have had apart, the actions you both take on your own paths, all the big ones, all the small ones, coming together. Is you two being together. Learning from all those lessons. Not letting prejudice, not letting what other people think, not letting domestication stop this from going forward. So allow yourself, honestly, to just keep... You've been doing things about focusing on yourself. If you've been upgrading your home, really thinking about switching jobs, a flow, switching up your morning routine, things don't always have to just be one way. You don't wake up one morning and this person's forever, no matter what. No, what did they do for you that day to show you balance, give, and take? Don't wake up your day having assumptions on who's going to be there. Wake up knowing whatever is supposed to happen, you are grateful for. The ones that are supposed to be in your life, well, they're going to unmask themselves to you. And just allow what no longer serves to respectfully take itself out of your life. I can assure you, you're an amazing person. And life is never what it seems on the bookcase. There's so much more. All of those books, all of those stories. And every single person in your life has been one of those books. And your library of life is expanding. So, go get that passion. Go get your life. And go fly. Alright? Alright. Liz.